on July 2, there's a preliminary meeting with a very small group. And then the end of July is our first meeting. Then we have, every 2 weeks, we have meetings with bond development. To work through that, we have one in July, and then it just so happens our next one's on August 5th, which is our retreat, so we move that into the afternoon, but normally meet in the morning. And that group is meeting to discuss kind of where our key principles, and then will it change maybe the whole scope of our bond? So that's kind of where we are. I don't know if anything's gonna change with the scope of the bond, but that's kind of the preliminary conversation. Going back to the dates of what is next, earlier today, we got some dates on what are some opportunities to meet with the Department of Treasury with our application for bonds, and we're looking at probably the end of November, early December. It has to be done by January, and we want, it has to go through the board. I don't want to have to call an emergency meeting in January to make sure we do that. So we're probably looking at, because I'm not gonna say ahead of the game, but we are ahead of the game when it comes to the conversation about what the scope could look like. We'll probably be going to the Department of Treasury at the end of November. So we'll know for sure what that looks like clearly after the November election, and then, take a look. There's so many more conversations for the board to have regarding what does this look like, but we didn't start over, but now we have a whole different, approach that we're taking to make sure that we meet the needs, not only of our students, but our expectations of our community. So I feel really good. I think we've had a lot of great feedback. We don't have people that are pounding on the doors about, what about this or not doing this, which is a good thing, but we wanna make sure we do a deep dive and do this right. It's a very impactful request, that'll really impact a lot of our kids for years and decades to come, so I'll do it right.
Any questions or comments?
No, thanks for.
Okay, well then, now what we're gonna do is we're going to, go into closed session. So do we have a motion to go into closed session to discuss property?
So,
Andrew?
support.
Nick, second. Any discussion? Okay, we'll take a roll call. Yes.
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 Okay, any opposed? Okay. Then we will go into closed session.